Armando Caesar suggested this next video. The source is unknown, but after doing a bit of research, he was able to gather some information on the footage. According to Armando, the woman in this video is a house cleaner who's been cleaning an extremely old house for years. She usually comes at night to clean the place, and almost every night while she is there, she swears that she can hear voices and footsteps from the floor above, even though no one else is inside the home. One evening, the cleaning lady's friends dare her to clean the house, but with the lights off, and to record whatever happens, although she is hesitant. At first, she took the dare, thinking it would be a great idea because she would prove to her friends that she's not crazy and the house is actually haunted. This is what was captured.
Have I to really cope there? Oh! Jack! What? God! Can't scare me, you bastard, I'm coming. For Alan. To prove that it is top at banister. Hello Pauline, I'm shitting myself. Sounds like there's something in that bedroom. I'm up to top of the stairs. I can hear a noise in the background, but it's in that cupboard, and it is the airing cupboard. So that's where the boiler is, and it sounds like it's just, someone's just come up at the back of me. Door! Bollocks! Now I want to go back down now. Right, I've just shut door. Bed, I'm gonna sit on the fuck. I daren't move. Do you know if I weren't shitting me sen? I want to go down.
Now, normally, someone encountering something like this would flee from the house immediately. However, the next incident before heading downstairs left her completely shaken. She caught the door from me. I've seen so much I'm no longer an Afghan, I'm a freaking gown. A loud bang comes from one of the rooms, where the woman points the camera and captures something by the door.
For me, please. I have just seen something. Right, that's it, I'm off down, I can't take no more. I am off frigging down.
It happens real fast, but if you slow the footage and pause at the right time, you can see what appears to be a palish-looking figure peeping at the woman from behind the door. Eerily enough, it seems to have been standing there even before the camera points at it. It is at this point that the woman is seen enough and decides to call it a night now. With all that's happened in this video, one can't help but wonder if something paranormal truly occurred. If so, then the dare she took proved to be successful. Yet not much information was given on the video to prove that it's either real or fake. So it's up to you to come up with your own conclusion. As is often the case with videos like this, what happened that night remains a total mystery.
Ashley Rain and her fiancé are away from home when their security camera inside their apartment captures something disturbing. Ashley writes, "We were moving out of our apartment and caught this on our camera. My cat won't take its eyes off of it. This is what she caught." There appears to be someone or something peeking at the cap from behind the doorway, but it does so in a very strange manner. It seems to be peeking sideways with its hands gripping the doorway's frame on one side. But as if that wasn't creepy enough, it seems to ascend and then disappear. Both Ashley and her fiancé have no clue as to what this could have been. Now, this could be someone who had broken into their apartment, but there's something odd about this person, and what they do seems physically impossible for anyone to do. Viewers think that this might be a ghost or some other entity, but as always, I'll leave it to you to decide as to what this is. It's a good thing Ashley is moving out, as I doubt she'd want to stay there after seeing this.
This video was submitted by Aaron Tipsy, who states that a friend of his sent him a creepy video in which Aaron's friend can be seen sleeping inside their bedroom when something downright terrifying is captured. It's around midnight when this is filmed. What better way to induce insomnia than by watching a video like this now? It's worth mentioning that the same video can be found on TikTok. The context given for that video is different from the one that was submitted to me. Aaron states that his friend has no recollection of ever doing this in their sleep, or as the one on TikTok states, they were fully conscious when they did this. Whether conscious or not, the imagery of this video is still nonetheless pretty disturbing.
The following video shows a store employee working late at night when something terrifying happens. Martinez 215, the person who suggested the video, writes that it comes from the owner of a store in Mexico. The store itself has a history of strange occurrences, some of which are really disturbing, but this one is by far the most disturbing thing that's happened. This is what was captured. Needless to say, the store owner, who appears on camera, was left baffled given the history of strange occurrences that have taken place at the store. Viewers believe that a malevolent force is responsible for this terrifying encounter, but of course, what do you think? Could this be footage of a supernatural force or a practical effects stunt? Is it real or fake? Feel free to let me know what you think. It's late at night, and a swing is swinging on its own on an empty playground. The person who shot this was passing by when he saw the swing moving by itself. However, there is something way more creepy in this video that we don't see. The same person who shot this had two phones with him at the time, his personal cell and his work phone. He recorded this on both phones in case someone thought he was moving the swing. The work phone was recording from a different angle to prove this, however. It's the work phone that captures something that his personal cell didn't. The work phone appears to capture a silhouette of someone near the swings. While the other footage shows no such presence. After looking at both videos, it seems that he may have caught something unexplainable. But what do you think? Did he catch someone looking at him, or was it something else? I'll leave it to you to decide.
This video comes from James Fodder, who recently bought a doll from a second-hand store. Apparently, the doll is worth a lot more than what the store was selling it for. For this reason, James had bought the doll. However, ever since bringing it home, strange things have been happening, from hearing strange noises at night to seeing doors open and close on their own. James suspects that the doll might be responsible for the unusual activity, so he decides to record the doll in front of a camera in an empty room. He hopes to capture footage of something that would prove it's haunted. Initially, nothing odd is captured in the first few days of recording, but then one night something very strange happens. Now the camera that he uses is programmed to move wherever it picks up movement. So if something moves, it will point to that object. We can see it doing that in this footage, but strangely, the camera pans around the room as though it's picking up movement from somewhere. This is what was captured. Could it be that the camera is detecting an unseen presence, or is it just not functioning properly, although it's likely that there's a problem with the camera? Something really creepy happens 2 nights later inside the room, which has made him think that the camera was actually picking up something. James is away from home when the following happens. I've been leaving the closets open in case anyone thinks I'm hiding inside. I don't even know what to say. This is what was captured. A foreign bathroom is discovered. Before disappearing from sight, a dark, shapeless figure appears to dart across the... James believes this may have been the case. The appearance that was being picked up earlier by the camera also makes him think that this mysterious figure might be attached to the doll. Since then, he's been filming more at night. Little does he know that he'll be capturing something way more terrifying than this. James is sleeping in his room upstairs when the following happens. on camera. The doll moves on its own. It appears to move for just a few seconds before abruptly stopping, feeling very unsettled. James posted the footage online to see if anyone could explain the video. Based on what happened, it's unclear if he'll continue to hold on to this doll, but it might be best if he keeps it locked up inside this room. This occurrence is definitely warranted.
Ghost hunter Ganthu stays overnight at a store that is said to be haunted. He's invited by the store owner, who claims that the store is a hot spot for paranormal activity. In fact, the activity is so intense that the store owner is too afraid to spend the night there. It is hoped that his friend Ganthu will investigate the place and figure out what's going on. But little does Ganthu know that he would encounter something terrifying. Ganthu is by himself playing a video game when the following happens. A faint apparition of a child can be seen in the corner, observing Ganthu as he plays. Could this be the supposed entity that haunts the place, or is it something else? Now, it could be that this is an actual child who appears to look ghostly because of the quality of the footage, but that doesn't explain how fast the child moves at certain points. What do you think? Could this be an actual child or something else? What are your thoughts?
This footage was uploaded in October 2019 by YouTuber Baker X Derek, a tour guide from San Bernardino, California. One day, as he was riding his motorcycle on the highway in California, he noticed an abandoned house sitting on top of a hill and decided to take a look inside. From the very beginning of the footage, it became clear that somebody had already been there and that it probably wasn't the original owners of the house, unlike many of the buildings. You can tell this house used to be beautiful before it was vacated, but that doesn't make it any less creepy to visit, even in the middle of the day.
Oh, heebie-jeebies, dude. Dude, that dark room. I kept feeling something was gonna jump out at me. What's down here? Dude, I think I hear somebody. I think I hear something.
Derek goes down to explore one of the rooms on the bottom floor, and this is where he hears a disturbing sound. Terrified, he makes a run for it and even trips and falls on his way out, but eventually he gets back on his motorcycle and flees. As per one of the most popular theories proposed by viewers, the noise was probably made by a homeless person who was trying to warn Derek to get out of his home. Although squanders don't spend all their time lurking in the shadows, it's common for them to use the darkness as a tool when someone comes into the building unannounced. It's a basic rule of urban exploration that if you hear a loud noise upon entering a room, you should probably leave. Sometimes squanders make a noise as a first and final warning to drive visitors away respectfully. If Derek had pushed forward, he may have been attacked by whoever was hiding in the darkness. It's a natural impulse to call out and announce your presence in these kinds of situations, but squatters will very rarely answer these calls in a normal way. Nobody likes to be seen living in those conditions, and more often than not, the response will be rather aggressive and sometimes even violent. Fortunately, in this case, Derek was able to get away from the potentially dangerous situation just in time.